Hey guys, what's up? It's Bill coming at you 2 days in a row, trying to stay consistent. And as I have imagined myself doing, there's two consistent days I've been streaming. So today's stream, I feel like it's gonna be way more unrestricted. Yesterday's stream I told about my experience in a mental hospital in China, and it was quite well. So I was quite all over the place and absolutely just connecting all the dots together, but not in a very subtle and simple way. So yesterday's stream was actually very, tight. But later we just start chatting, and this is what I like the most. And it's just connecting with you guys and chatting with you guys is what I feel like. You're, there's more joy to that than everything. And you know, recently I have a problem and I gotta share with you guys. People think that when I speak louder and when I speak faster, they think I'm somehow of a rapper or whatnot. And it just completely not relate to who I am as a person. I don't even watch rap. I don't even listen to most rap songs. Just a couple used to. And there was actually a wave of rap singers and rap TV shows that got really popular in China back in 2018, 2019. And people just started obsessing with rap. I think just rappers carry this halo effect. Like if they just rap, they just get a lot of likes from dudes and especially I think women too. So I have nothing to do with rap. Some of my friends do. One of my friends do. He released a rap song and he actually loves Chinese raps so much that he continued to put effort into recording his music and putting it out. And right now he's broadcasting media teacher, which is his college major, completely not related to a rap teacher or rapper. So there's just not so many rappers, I guess, at least on the surface. But there used to be a lot of rappers, and I think mainly the diminishing and coming down of rappers is because one of those most popular rap shows in China called uh, China Has Rap. Actually, it is funny. This TV show, they just put on all those underground Chinese rapper and let them do their performance, and they have four judges, just like America has talent or stuff like that, and they just let those rap mentor give a score, and it's absolutely theatrical if you watch it. I haven't watched it, but you know, I think there's a couple songs that are on fire though, and my friends love that song. But the rap artist that he likes the most, has got banned. And one of the Chinese most iconic idols is Addison Chen. He is an American, Canadian, Chinese, Hong Kong artist that actually produce music, films, everything. And you can imagine. And because once he actually accidentally got his sex photos leaked in the public, in the Hong Kong authority, and in the Hong Kong public and in broad daylight by all the people who can see. And if you're a Chinese person, Chinese, Hong Kong, Taiwanese, you probably all have just known the story. Addison Chen got his sex photos exposed and leaked, and he made this announcement says that this is a bad influence. The whole society is coming after me. I'm gonna quit the entertainment industry forever. And actually, that artist, that actor slash rapper and musician, he actually was born in Canada, and he actually was an icon in China right now, and still back then, but more popular right now because he got canceled in public, and he made that he's gonna withdraw from entertainment industry statement, and since he withdrew, people in China just got more and more obsessed about him because the public, even in Hong Kong, which is a more freely expressing place of China, cancel him. But in China, like people have seen his movies. It's not that he's got such a good act. Addison Chen, not bashing on you, but your act is like, not like a very good actor in the level of Leonardo DiCaprio, but you are a decent actor. But his action movies and his old movies are just him being handsome. This whole point, he just being so good looking. So he actually worship rap. He sing rap, taught him everything. He sings rap, taught him how to live life. He sings rap, taught him how to deal with obstacles in life, just like how I got this obstacle knee in my life right now. But hope that there was really one rap song about broken knee. That way I can just listen to it and I can feel like more safe by then. But gangster rap and all those American rapper, Tupac, he likes them a lot. And because he likes them a lot, and there was a documentary about him, the Chinese people also like him a lot, and like the rap a lot. And when this Million China got rap show got shown in broad daylight, he was being so angry. He was like, "You guys don't even know what rap is about. You don't know anything about rap." Towards this show, because he feels like he's somehow an professional in rap, which probably he is. He's a Hong Kong-based rapper, and grew up in Canada, listened to all those music. But to be honest, bro, like people just sort of not take his opinions very seriously because he was not like ultra professional in the entertainment industry in China. From time to time he pops up in China, do a festival show, do a nightclub show, and whenever he does that, people just went wild. Whenever he does a concert, just sing a couple songs. I'm actually one of his fans. Not top tier, but definitely someone as a Chinese artist said I think he's awesome, and he just absolutely talks shit. And funny enough, one of those rappers on the China Got Rap talent show, the mentors of it, which was a very popular Chinese ex Korean pop song squats, good looking, 6'4", 65, good looking Chinese artist, Chinese mentor, got fucking not only canceled but sent to prison because he actually tried to lull those underage girls into having sex with him, which is legal, I guess, in everywhere around the world. And because there was this underage lady that came out, he exposed him for that, and he was silent for a long time, but he just got quite popping on Chinese media, and later the police started investigating this case, and he got sent to prison because of that. He got sent to prison, um, he can be a Chinese icon for 2 decades, but got sent to prison for what he did, which is good justice. And after he finished his sentencing here in China, he's Chinese, but he moved to Canada, immigrated to Canada. He got Canadian citizenship, so China gonna deport him back to Canada. And we saw Justin Trudeau in here. We don't know if he will face another sentencing in Canada. It's Chris Wu. And yeah, like those are sort of like the pop culture of China, which I'm not really into it too much. I'm not into the pop culture in China. I'm not into basically a lot of things in China. And Glitter, good to see you. Good morning from Germany. Chinese R. Kelly. So that's what that person is, R. Kelly. So they just want to explain to you guys. I feel like today I've not just been so incoherent. Probably yesterday was just a side effect of the antidepressants, and yeah, that makes me very just hard to move my tongue and stuff like that. And today, because today, yesterday we talk about that, like why China just hates foreigners, foreign countries so much, but most intensely towards Japan and the USA. And I wouldn't want to cover the USA part, but the Japan part you can actually got something from it. There's actually a lot of historic background. It's mainly that the Japanese empire expansion in World War II, where they invaded China and they com- have invaded China and conducted mass murder against Chinese civilians and soldiers. And if you are American, you probably know that. You know that Japanese they take POWs of America and they just kill them, right? That's what they did. So you get mad about it, but that's what Japan back in World War II. And right now there's just so many TV shows and TV and even movies and just a lot of TV shows that are so fixated about the historic background of Japan's action in World War II. And Chinese people just hate Japan right now, just like they think that they just need to hate Japan back in World War II, So there was actually a couple of movements where like all those stupid Chinese nationalists they tried to break Japanese cars in China. Just Chinese people who actually bought a car that's of a Japanese producer label, and they just ruin the car, stuff like that. It's absolutely crazy how they can do that. And I think the law enforcement of China wouldn't like people breaking the rules like that, but overall, in general, people just have this antagonism and hatred towards Japan. And Japan was definitely very sorry to hear this kind of news. Like once there was a Japanese kid that got killed in China, and you became most actually quite widespread in Chinese media. Like people just happy that this Japanese kid got killed in China. And bad news for Japanese people. It's not that like Chinese people were just really that ruthless because Japan back then, which has nothing to do with the Japanese in the current era, committed such horrible actions, and China still hates Japan and thinks you are Japan now, which is sorry that there was bad news, but there was actually a lot of Chinese news I want to tell you guys. Because yeah, YouTube won't send notice on our live, bro. Like if YouTube don't even send notice on my live and you still pop in with your own notice, like what can I say? It's just absolutely, Glitter. Yeah, absolutely a gem. Yeah, but absolutely such a good friend. And I love you. I love you. It's all I can say. Hate is really unbelievable. Even if you're just saying it was holiday in Japan, they want to know why. What do you do, sir? Actually speak about that. There was also actually an incident that got exposed on broad daylight, which was that there was a Chinese person that's wearing wearing Japanese costumes. Japanese what's that very typical Japanese costume codes, forgot that, but you guys know they're just wearing it and they're just trying to take picture of it in public. And there was just so many people coming up to them and just cursing at the Chinese persons for wearing that Japanese. Is that kimono? Is that what's it called? If a Japanese person help me out, what's that thing called? So, you know, so anything related to if you are loving Japanese culture or you think Japan is okay, is absolutely just condemned in China. And for a person like me, with a broken knee and have no interest in most Japanese stuff at all. But I know the history. I just say that I won't. I just think it's stupid to hate Japan now. To think that Japan now is the Japan back in World War II. If you have a basic normal intelligence, you probably can figure it out. But you hate on Japan, and probably you have watched these Chinese produced TV shows attack against Japan in World War II. Those like military fighting shows. You watch that too much, and you become too stupid. And in one category, China really hates Japan that much, like those people. And in another category, they also like Japan so much because their modern culture with their like costumes, especially anime. And another part which I think is a little sad to mention is that Japanese adult film industry, like there's Chinese people, they're just obsessing over there. And Japan seems to be the predominant producer of that kind of content, and there's happens to be 90% of probably 95% of Chinese people that grew up watching that kind of content with the internet right now. And if you actually watch one of there are just so many ads because you watch it in China and you had just had to watch it with so many Chinese edited version of that, which they would just put so many addings on casinos and bad stuff like that. And yeah, you I see like in my college years, there's a lot of people that watch those shows and they hate Japan. Like this Japan is now in the Japan in World War II. But in the meantime, they watch Japanese anime show too much. I'm like, you hate Japan so much while you're watching that show. I don't care, because I'm like fucking calmly watching Chinese dudes. They watch English contents, watching Jon Stewart. But on my part and on your part, you seem to be really inconsistent with your what your really value. And for those people, like they just really cannot unravel all those fucking chemistry and brain wiring in their head on why they hate Japan and watch those Japanese producing at the same time. Kimono, oh, that's what I saw. Yeah, exactly, kimono. You say you're right. Chinese are so much into Japanese animation, but still hating on Japan. That's a thing that weird. That's a thing that just baffles me the most, and which I think makes those people very hypocritical. Because you are the kind of people. I'm saying that those people that hate on Japan, you are the kind of people that if you see a Chinese person wearing Japanese costumes, kimono, and you would just get infuriated and just try to curse at them in public, like you have the right to comment on them for their own freedom of clothes they're trying to wear. Like they are not wrapping themselves in a Japanese flag or American flag or stuff like that. Trump did it at one point, but those people didn't do it. They just were wearing kimonos and it's a good-looking costume, and you're just trying to comment them. And as meantime, you yourself are just consuming Japanese art and animation so much, like you're just addicted to it. Like you buy those toys, which I don't figure out. Like they buy those Japanese animation toys, and they watch those animations. It's just absolutely inconsistent with them. So personally, I fucking despise those people. I think they are hypocritical, but to be honest, what I care about the most is that I want to fix my needs. So fuck those people. Find whatever like you want to do stupid thing. You, I hope that you realize that it's stupid at one point in your life. And I don't want to be a person that's wasting time on it because I want to fix my knee. And they actually just try to change the angle, which I can stretch my leg and just don't curve. Ow! Don't curve my leg so much, so the knee pain is not so obvious, you know. And speaking of Chinese, like one thing that I want to talk about is that their love for Japanese animation. The other part is that the adult content category, which I feel like still as a Chinese person is still kind of inappropriate to talk about in public. Like people talk about it very openly. I know noticed in Western podcasts right now. They talk about some OnlyFans stuff, how they think about it, and adult industry. And personally, I have the same opinion. I think the adult content industry is really bad. Just like those toys, adult toys industry is really bad for people. Not only just making them getting out of touch with reality, and also making them just getting out of touch with themselves physically. Like let's say, I mean, I'm just not at the right age to talk about it, so I just leave it right here. I just live right here. But so, if you really want to hate on Japan, and if you are really trying to show your integrity, at least don't hate Japan. At the same time, while you are just watching all those Japanese content, okay, that makes you, you know what, hypocritical. That makes you a real hypocrite, and you are trying to just fucking you get into this mass identity and just saying that you have integrity because you hate Japan. No, it does the absolute opposite. In real sense, if you really have integrity, to think about it. So, and Glitter is into Japanese art too. I know that Glitter is into it. And speaking of Japan, funny thing is that as Chinese, you you got a Chinese passport on most countries will not allow you to get into their country without a visa. If a Chinese, they have to make you go through a series of visa applications and interviews and reviews, and finally allowing you to get that visa so you can be able to go to a country outside of China. But Japan was one developed country that actually doesn't actually demand too much on your visa to Japan as a Chinese person. And it's actually just so easy to obtain a Japanese visa compared to obtaining let's say a Germany visa or Australia visa or Canada visa or USC visa, especially right now with the Trump administration. Watch his press conference one time with his new press secretary, and he said like, if you're trying to enter United States illegally, think again. And but it used to be really easy. The Japan just allow it. It's very easy for Chinese to come to Japan, get a visa for travel. And right now it's getting tougher, you know, because one of my friends that I met in the States back then, he actually is communicating with me recently. He said he wants to get out of China once again because of there's something that he doesn't like in China, including multiple aspects. And he said he wants to go to a quiet, chill European places. And I was like, bro, now why don't you want to go back to USA or yeah, Canada or Australia? And he told me that, bro, because like our here, like work is just absolutely excruciating if you're Chinese, and he doesn't want that life, which is true about work. As a Chinese immigrant in America, for people that don't speak English, is actually very excruciating. It basically can suck you out of yourself, but in the meantime, you can really make money here compared to here in China. He said mainly because one aspect is he doesn't make a lot of money in China because of the economy here, and another aspect that I won't mention. So you guys can most likely understand why I didn't mention that. Yeah, the change on this year in Japan with visa. That's one really new thing because I also tell him, bro, like, okay, you don't want to go to those countries, those English speaking countries. But not Japan, so Japan is very close to China. It's also an Asian country, so you feel more connected to your home. He said like, bro, you don't understand. This year the Japanese visa is just not the same as it was before. You cannot easily obtain a Japanese visa, and basically I now get the point. It's not like before you can easily go to Japan and just like in America, people just easily enter into America through the Mexican border, and they stay here as illegal immigrants. And in the past time, the administration is not tough on them, but with this administration, probably I think they'll be a little bit tougher on them. So the Japanese administration is doing that. They'll be tougher on visa. So you basically don't get the chance to go to Japan if, if you are not, let's say, from a developed country and you are from China. And yeah, it's gonna be a lot harder. And you know, Japan is just such a cool country in my own opinion right now. The modern Japan is such a cool country. I don't know about a lot of Japanese artists, Korean artists. There's a lot that I like. I like Korean movies, and in Asia, like the battle of art between China and Korea, I think is really obvious. Korea won, with their Oscar movies nominations and stuff. Parasite, good movie, absolutely fantastic. I love that movie, and probably you guys have watched that. And all those Korean TV shows series are phenomenal. They are almost on the same level on American TV shows. There's a lot of phenomenal American TV shows, House of Cards, and that little show with a dwarf in it, and about the ancient industry, ancient history, and yeah, there's just a lot of awesome American shows. House of Cards and Homeland. I watched that show. That show is actually quite fascinating because once they put the main character of the show into the mental hospital because he's suffered from schizophrenia. That character, Homeland, highly recommend you guys checking out on that show. Really fascinating. You just want to keep watching it into the next episode and keep watching it. And it's about this a little schizophrenic American CIA agent. Is doing everything about protecting America and fighting the warfare between spies, between American spies and Russian spies. And she just really came out of it beautifully, victory every time because she was actually a oh my god, I don't know why they can make shows so authentic and so good. It's absolutely phenomenal. And what I was saying that this show is amazing. This show is well produced. The plot line is well thought out, and the shooting and the actress, and everything is just absolutely a 10 out of 10 perfect. And you watch that show, you're like, man, I just want this show to continue. So that show continue for 6 series, and like let's say I think the Korean entertainment industry is just beating up China and Japan in its course is because you think about seeing like Squid Game, like Glitter Mansion, and Parasites, and all other Korean produced TV shows, very high quality. So they're really winning on this category, I think so. And in China, I don't even know what the current modern Chinese entertainment industry is about. It's all those very generic lifestyle shows. Just there's one a popular show that I actually watched a little bit in China called "向往的生活," in which if you translate into English is your wish for life. Okay, let's translate into that way. I think that's a little accurate. And basically, in that show, what they do is that they have a couple celebrities in there, and one celebrity is well known for his cooking skill. He's good at cooking. He cook amazing food, and they just live in this farm together. And every day, what they do is that they try to find out the ingredients that they need and the food, the vegetables that they need for their next meal. And people in that farm will just come out of the way to purchase those meats and just grab those vegetables in the farm. That's what they did. And that show is about like there's constantly just celebrities visiting that farmhouse, and when they come to visit, they have to do those farm work, like picking up vegetables on the ground or setting up a tent to grow vegetables, stuff like that. That show was very popular in China. And actually, I think if you're a student, and if you are watching that kind of show, it's kind of good, But for a person like me, my age, just not so relatable. And especially in the show, they're just chilling about their life. They're doing all those farm work, but instead of the farmers doing those farm work, like collecting vegetables and trying to find a nice find a nice deal for a meat purchase. It's just celebrity doing those things, and those celebrities that just worth millions of dollars, and they have very high status. People all know them in Chinese society. They are known for their shows and known for their movies. And when they come to this farm, they got dropped their celebrity halo effect, and they get step into the role of being just this farmer and they do those things. So the main character of the show, that celebrity that can cook really good foods, they would just gather this food, vegetables, and make a couple dishes for all the people around. And he just carefully made those dishes with his skill. and he just served it on the table, and people just sit together. All those celebrities, they're just so polite. Celebrities, absolutely, they're polite, and absolutely, if they are on a show, and they just say, "Let's enjoy this meal. Thank you for cooking us this wonderful meal." And it's tiring in the daytime that we do this farm work to get those components, ingredients together for this meal. But now we're gonna enjoy it. So there was one Chinese show I think Chinese people watch, and right now I feel like it's there's this Chinese bubble that's really coming up with the Chinese show disconnecting from the foreign show. Korean Squid Game, Parasite, or Oscar level productions, but you cannot really think about some Chinese movie nominations in Oscar nominations. And all the Chinese movies are just sometimes so bad quality, especially in this timing, if they're just trying to make it in the cinema. And because it's Chinese Lunar New Year, people will just watch it regardless of how bad the movie is. Because it's about this atmosphere. I think they get it. That's why they didn't make the movie so good. So they just trying to slack off. They get you. So I'm coughing a bit. That in China, if they are big celebrities and if they make a movie all together and they just make this movie to release in this tiny Chinese New Year, regardless of the quality of the movie, they will just get a good amount of views so that they can just collect a huge paycheck for that. So I think that's really bad. And there's definitely some good Chinese movies, but it's still not on the international level, which I hope there'll be one. I actually sort of want to be in the film industry a little bit, but because like Jackie Chan, he's now over 60 years old, and he actually did a movie a couple of years ago called Horse, Dragon, Spirit, 龙马精神, which he shows that like as traditional Hong Kong action movie actors, that's how they do their action movies. Just no stunt, just doing themselves. Absolute max action to do the damn movie. And it's Jackie Chan, he's 60 years old, and in that movie, it's just about him showing how badass he is with his, maneuver and prowess in action. It's absolutely terrific. But now I'm basically handicapped with my knees, so I feel like, probably the film industry is not gonna accept me before I can somehow figure out a way to repair my knee. So anyway, if you support my knee injury to repair, you can help with the links in the description. I would really appreciate that. And by the way, I haven't watched the Squid Game, which I think is weird because the Squid Game is a game that everybody has watched, but I just haven't. So is it a good show? I guess most likely so, and I guess most of you guys are just really consuming those shows, and I should probably do it too. Like I said, hey Bill, listening. Half a week, bro. Really? Lost some of the key KTV shows. The Kingdom, Psycho Cannons, classic Hong Kong action films, bro. Like those classic Hong Kong action films made up my childhood. Stephen Chow, his comedy, Jackie Chan with his action movies, and City Cops movies. So damn cool. Like American actually remade one of the Hong Kong Thieves to Cops scene movie called The Infernal Affairs, and it's Leonardo DiCaprio and Matt Damon just remaking that show because Hong Kong just made that show so iconic and so good, and it actually includes Edison Chen being so handsome in it. That's why I mentioned him in the beginning. No, he now lives in um, Los Angeles with a wife, with the kids, and over 40 years old, and still he still came back to China to do his scenes quite often. So one thing that I was bummed by him a little bit is that he mostly just doesn't even speak Mandarin and Cantonese right now. He just mainly speaks English, which I think for most Chinese people, they just find it really difficult to understand. Just like people, they find it difficult to understand me, the Chinese, because I speak English. But he's a big star, and he's like now like a celebrity in the United States. Like people actually don't know him. If you meet on the street, you wouldn't think, oh, this is Essen Chen, a person with 50 million followers in China, such a big celebrity, with being so good looking in movies and also very romantic in music. No, people don't think him like that, but when he actually made that documentary with Vice to really show who he is to the Chinese audience, he's actually speaking a lot of English easier. But like you cannot really blame him for that because that's like his first language somehow, and his second language is Cantonese. And yeah, in movies he speaks Cantonese. His third language is Mandarin, which he was really bad at. But like we're diverse a little bit. Let's get back to Michelle Yeoh, Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, etc. And now Donnie Yen. Donnie Yen is representing China. And I heard this story about Donnie Yen too. I think he has China, Hong Kong, and American dual citizenship. And I heard this rumor. I don't know if it's true that in order to show that he's patriotic to China, he actually canceled his American passport, his American citizenship. But even so, he did it. But I don't think he really made a point, because there's a lot of Chinese people that just with dual citizenship, and with Donnie, and he doesn't need to convince us with just canceling his American passport. You know, he is just such a good action movie actor. He is, let's say, the top G in Chinese action movie actor right now. All those Chinese actors, they look up at him as an idol, just like Jackie Chan. I feel like he's like the younger version of Jackie Chan. He's not that old. It's like he's 50 years old, and he still has produced so many good shows. And Donnie Yen, but if you see him outside of China, you definitely see a different face of him. Because once I saw him on a show, you guys have seen the movie uh, with that actor John Wick, that actor. Forgot his name, but the very lovable actor, and he was actually in that show, and he was in a show for what? Action performance. He was just so good at action performance. I think like he just rules all those actors on his cast in terms of action, this category. But when he was on the tour to promote the movie John Wick on American shows like the show Jimmy Fallon or Jimmy Watts, Jimmy Kimmel, I don't know what's are those people called. I haven't watched those kind of shows, only watch Jon Stewart. Shout out Jon Stewart. And he was just being so polite. And I feel like he's just kind of being like Tom Brady with politeness, because you guys know LeBron James, Tom Brady, when they're speaking of the scene, of this show, they're speaking in such a very nice tone. Like Hey guys, I'm Tom Brady, and I think your team is awesome. I really like it, and our team is awesome too. So let's have a fun competition. But in the actual show, in the movie, Donnie just like absolutely just being so sick with his action performance, and just like how Tom Brady is on the court, just absolutely tearing it up for his team and absolutely destroy the other team and just telling the other team on the court with with his actions in there. I'm gonna destroy you. I'm gonna take your lunch, and I'm gonna make you so defeated that you don't even ever think about competing with me once again. And I feel like it's impression that Johnny and Zhen Zidan leaves on the film industry. Hey, by the way, we as people we all love old classic Hong Kong movies, but in the 2000 to 2015, I think there's still a lot of good Hong Kong movies. Still a lot, Hong Kong actors, fantastic. And my homie Farriga is half away, bro. Take your sleep, homie. Take your sleep. Don't worry about it. Just go to sleep. Just how I was last night. Because at night I'm gonna try to do another stream. I'm gonna try to. I hope so. I can do that. Because with lunar New Year wrapping up, I'm gonna go back to work, so I will not have that much time streaming. So in this period, while I have that much time to do streams, I'll try my best to stream a lot more, and in just to make sure that when I go back to work and I don't have that much time to stream, like I have done enough, done enough with you guys, and I connected with you guys enough during this period. And bro, go to sleep. I love you, bro. Have a good night. But if you don't want to go to sleep, like you're also chilling, it's also cool. Like I'm definitely sure that this timing is definitely timing that people in America go to sleep unless you have no work to do tomorrow. Tomorrow is your day off, which I think can be good. Bro, I'm taking this antidepressants today. Yesterday I feel like it definitely gave me a lot of very obvious side effects, and it makes me really incoherent. And but somehow on that last night's stream, I picked a very stupid thumbnail, and like the leader said, like YouTube don't send notification when I go live right now. I pick a stupid thumbnail. You guys still can't mean. So I don't know. Like, should I go more retarded with my thumbnails or not? So guys, yeah, it's actually a very funny thing because with YouTube channel with audience and with posting frequency that is as low as me. Like sometimes I don't even post for half a year, and now I post a video in a year, and I say, "All right, guys, I'm back. I'm gonna continue to do more videos." Recently, and I just disappeared for another year. So this year, 2025, we're gonna make sure that's not gonna happen, right? Okay. If I just don't stream for let's say 3 days in a row, you guys just fucking call me out in comments. Say, Bill, you are a little fucking bitch for not continuing to just do stuff on YouTube because this is what's unique about you compared to Chinese person, other Chinese person. Call me out, fellas. You are just call me out on my inconsistency. I love that. And brothers, I had to wait for the brain to decide to shut up again. Bro, yeah. Sleeping is just like you just wait for those melatonin elements in your brain to kick you and you just like and just pass out and go to sleep. But right now, personally, I'm using sleeping pills. They actually, although I know it's bad advice, but I actually recommend it because I used to work in TikTok industry, and sometimes people have to wake up really early in Chinese timing to do their job. For example, me and Glitter, you have seen those beautiful girls dancing. Like this, what they do. It's just three beautiful girls with a host to do their job, and I think it's absolutely cringy to do that kind of TikTok dances and TikTok hosting. So I quit that job. Right now, this job is way worse than them in terms of paying and other stuff, and you guys might all know it. And yeah, I hope they can get back to the work soon and work more. And still, I'm not gonna listen to the boss to just contribute all my personal time to this working because, like, dude, he said, "This is a career for you guys. This is a career for you guys. You're gonna see it as a career. You're gonna see it as a regular job, But I mean, bro, you pay like way less than a regular job in this job, and you are making us as your business partner in somehow. But we're just trying to earn. But for me personally, I work here because I have an injury that other employers won't hire me. That's why. So still, when I got back to work after this Chinese New Year, I'm gonna still be streaming probably for like 1 hour a day. 1 hour a day when people in other parts of the world wake up. Let's say my homie Parag guy just wakes up like 7, 8 in the morning or 9 in the morning, just saw me just streaming for 1 hour, and that's what's gonna happen. But I don't know if you have access to an AI image generator, but there may be an easy way to make a thumbnail. I don't know, bro. Wow, that's such good advice. That's such good advice, bro. In terms of thumbnail, I think that's a very cool thing. That's a very cool thing. AI generator can be a good idea. Actually, I'm gonna try to find one to use my next thumbnail with an AI generator. You know, it's what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do. My people, my friends, my family. Today, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna use thumbnails that are AI generated instead of all those random thumbnails that I just pull out of nowhere because I don't know which thumbnails will work out the best for YouTube algorithm because of my inconsistency in the past couple of years. But this year, thumbnail consistency, everything, I'm gonna get back to this YouTube game and try to make it good. I I don't got this, Peter. I don't got this without you guys. I don't got this without you, Peter. I don't got this without Ferrari guys, without you guys. So we got this. We got this. And hell yeah, yesterday while I was streaming, I was thinking about quitting cigarettes. And hell yeah, today I finished yesterday's pack and I am not smoking again. I feel an itch to smoke, but I am not gonna smoke again today. And if you develop habits, I heard that probably like a month you can develop the habit of not doing something or doing something. So today, no cigarettes, no cigarettes. Tomorrow, no cigarettes. This week, no cigarettes, and just no cigarettes for the rest of my life, hopefully. But sometimes, if a friend offers a cigarette, probably I'll pick it up too. Just like my good old times where I don't have a cigarette addiction. You say, yeah, maybe good, yes. Progress, I think a cure comes with benefits and pay for the time you put into it. It doesn't exist exhibit his qualities, then it's not career. Exactly, bro. Because I can easily see what the career is about. Like if it's a career, it's like a UFC fight. It's a career. You can easily see the benefits and pay towards the time they put in. But with this job, $300 for a month and absolutely demanding every second of their personal time in it. And you're telling, and the boss is telling employees that is this career. And I think that's manipulation because I talked to very good colleague of mine, and he's polite, he's good looking. I think he can be a Chinese entertainment industry star because he's so good looking, and he's 61, and he said, initially I leave job at 6 p.m. because that's what they told me when they hired me, and later because the boss came to me said like you gotta see this as a career. This is company culture. You see all other employees that just still staying there to work. You gotta be like them. You feel so, and he just saying that the boss is just so good at persuading people. He has such a good fucking mouth to talking people into doing 3 hours of work in the company after the standard work hours that he initially told us. So, like, he's really fucking good at just talking to people into believing a very unpromising job is a career. And yeah, right now I'm in this position. For I said, better careers are also skills that are portable across industry and employers. Bro, yes, I think like if this is a career, let's say, it not only gets you better pay, it also gives you a better platform to practice and improve your skills in certain categories, right? But in this case, it just totally not adding up. It's just a rhetoric of the boss, and he's older than us, and definitely he can just persuade us into doing anything that he wants for the company, for just free timing, for no pay to do the work. And actually, there was a former nurse in my colleagues, very sweet young lady, and he was a former nurse. And because this job, it's so challenging, you gotta come, you gotta convince people to join the TikTok agency organization of this company. And there's just a lot of people that's just not responding when we're doing the work 90% of the time. Then the colleague just cried. He said, like, when I was being a nurse, I think nursing is challenging. Nursing is changing this job. When I came to this job, and I'm just doing all the work rituals, and no one is responding to me. I just feel too much pressure, and she just cried. She should cry. She should let all those emotions out because it is, it's suffocating this job. But she just really let it out about like Ferrari guy said, it really doesn't give you any skills for improvement and pace this adding up. So regardless, guys, I'm in this position situation right now that I know the best. I'm employers won't hire me because my broken leg, and I'm broke because I can also not go to the downtown area to find a better job instead of this job. If I have some savings right now, I could do that, but I don't because the rent issue. So I have to continue to tolerate this job for as long as I can. That's a challenge for me, and that's a fact that I have to deal with. Like I say, yeah, that's about his career, and without any evidence otherwise, not yours, or the people he's making chumps out of, one should demand he offer proof for the sacrifice. Yes, bro. Like this dude is so good at talking because initially when he hired me, there was like he saw that I'm good at English. He said, "You're good at English. You'll be very good at this job. It's easy." And later I found out that it's just we typing on keyboard to communicate with the streamers, and other colleagues they have a translator, so they can just AI translator on phones, so they can do it basically right on time. So it's not so much different if I have English skills. So this job is not demanding me to improve my English English skills, not demanding me to improve any other skills except the fact to tolerate horrible bosses. That's the skills that he demanded me. This job demanded me to fucking master, I guess. So it's just a career of his career, and like you said, bro, not mine, and not all the other employees that he manufactured, that he persuaded into just obeying him because of how persuasive he was. But when after he's speaking, we all know it's BS, with colleagues we chat, and we just know that all he says bullshit. Career? Are you kidding me? This is a career. Then if this is a career, then Joe Biden would be the most energetic president in the world. That's just how ridiculous this is, with what he's talking about. Says these kind of people are trained to make people stay longer at work. I know this game. We have that in Germany too. Yeah, leader. Like those people, like when you're trying to clock off, not like my colleague do, and I think it's the same experience with you in Germany. Like they just trained to make you stay in work that long, and like let's say about the clock out because it's the clock out timing right now of the company, and you have already worked 10 hours. The boss would just be like easier to give you a lecture, say, "Oh, company culture, you feel me? Company culture, company hustle." See other colleagues that all still there that not leaving because I persuaded them not to leave, and I can fucking just persuade you too because this is company culture. So yeah, these people they're just really good at it. I just wish they can be more transparent in the job interview period to just say that like the boss will ask you to stay 4 hours longer at work and just be upfront about it because the HR person knows about it. So yeah, regardless of the shitty job, it's what I have to do with. It's what I do with. And yo, I guess, but also I understand China is extra challenging in terms of work life and opportunity, leading to easy abuse of employees. That's absolutely the case, bro. Absolutely the case. And I feel like I should start using the word bro because that makes me feel like I'm very immature. The bro word. Yeah, I will not use this bro word again. Okay, says start documenting your value. Yes, bro. Like he knows my value. Like he knows that he's now in a TikTok company. His TikTok career that's trying to expand to Hispanic speaking and English speaking audience. Mexicans, Americans, and Mexican Americans, and those audience you need to have a person that he can be good at communicating English if you want to do this business good. And that's why I think he didn't fire me in the first month because he that I can speak English. I can step into the situation to do a English introduction of the company of the union from time to time if he needs so. But right now at this point, I'm not a talented salesperson, so I haven't just done a lot of sales in this company. Which and this sales means just pulling more people that produce TikTok diamonds, TikTok gold coins. I just don't have a lot of that, and yeah, my broken knee is why I'm still stuck in this situation. You know, just like there's American women that's typing that fast notification letters to those American family at home for the brave soldiers in European theater and Pacific theater that sacrifice their life. They do that job because that's a job that is a job that they can do. So this is why I'm doing this job because this is a job that I can do. This is not a job that I cannot do where you have to work a little bit, which is most job, which even including teachers, like even speaking of teaching, like I cannot even do that job because of my knee injury because I cannot just stand and even just stand longer minutes and work, so if I don't got my knee repaired, I cannot even be a teacher. For like I said, do you get paid for the extra hours? Bro, no. I don't get paid for the extra hours. It's same salary. Same $300, and yeah, that's salary. If not, and have to tolerate that, then you sure you have a running record of extra amount of value of time that you have sacrificed. Good advice. That you will otherwise may be used developing different higher pay skills, bro. You know what I'm doing right now. I think in the next month, in this month, what I'm gonna continue doing when I got back to work is that I'm gonna continue to do the work, But at the meantime, I'm gonna try to listen to something that's trying to develop in me a skill, Fucking listen to some doctors or David Goggins. Let's be fucking honest. But probably some doctor's advice and others professionals advice on how to develop other skills. I'm connected with my earbuds while I'm typing on those work phones to try to you know recruit TikTok streamers. You know, Glitter knows like this how it works in China. Yeah, that's how it works in China. There's no way that you can just escape it. The only thing you can do is adapt to it. And also right now, since I'm speaking fast, it reminds me of that funny thing that Chinese people when they see me just speaking fast like this, they think I'm somehow a rapper where I'm not. So not a rapper, but I would be happy to rap battle any fucking Chinese nationalist that's on my way. I would just run you over like a fucking Trump that's running Kamala Harris over. Although I don't like Trump as a president, but I don't know, I'm not really about it. Yo, guys, I'll be back in 5 seconds. I'm gonna go to the restroom a little bit. Like I said, because there's the cost of lost opportunity. That's absolutely right, bro. The cost of lost opportunity. And I think with if I don't have this broken knee, I can go land on better opportunities in the job market in China, because my English is better than most people when they are English major, and I can just probably do better, get into a better position in job. All right, bro. If you are trying to fall asleep, bro, don't watch your phone too much. Trade it into dark mode. Into dark mode. That way, it will be easier for you to get to sleep. And while I'm going away, I'm gonna think of what's AI generator that I can use to develop the thumbnail. So I'll see you back, guys, back in a couple seconds. Glitter, I love you. Forget I love you. See you guys. Little bits. Alright, guys, I'm back. And while I was just walking back here, I saw something that's really peculiar that I want to share with you guys. Because in my college, I really just don't listen to those classes because it's English. And I just don't see the learning content that I can pick up in the classes for the most part. But there's one American teacher in there, she's on the Peace Corps mission. That was sent to China as a volunteer that's working for the government to do the teaching in this university. And I thought she was cool. And she actually brought me some American snacks. I like actually one flavor of Doritos, and she somehow figured out a way to bring that Dorito to me, which I appreciate so much. And she's a very energetic teacher. She has passion, and she actually showcase what she can do in like sort of like a performance night in school. And she just sings and dance, and she was just absolutely such a bombshell as a teacher. So you guys know I used to very care about American politics. I used to like it a lot because of Jon Stewart and because all of those comedy, and Bill Maher is also one of my favorite political political pundits comedians that I like a lot. Like he makes those funny jokes. It's just so funny. I love him. And when he went back, and I just found out that she's actually went back to working in the politics scene, and she's an absolutely a little bit extreme liberal side of politics. Her political spectrum. I saw her this organizing those political events for the Democratic Party, and she met with the leader, the senator of one of those like the squad of Democrats, Omar something senator, and yeah, she met with him. So I didn't realize that she was such a badass and she can do those things. She can probably go into FBI and be a FBI chief when she got older. And I was surprised because back there, what she does with those Chinese students, she just teaches them very simple English, and sometimes she would just also talk about some um, unheard rumors, which like President Kennedy had a tunnel where he met with women secretly. All those kind of American known rumors to the students. And I think that in her class, although English wise I'm not learning a lot because she was just trying to be polite and teach basic English to those college students. But I think I learned a lot from her in her attitude towards work and her attitude towards how to do a good job, So I think she's amazing. Okay, I'm going back to the comments. Like I said, because there's cost of lost opportunity, and if the job is costing you lost opportunity, then you have to factor that. Yes, bro, and let them know that you're aware of that, bro. Like if the boss come to talk me once again in this new months of work, I just tell them, bro, this. I just tell them what you just told me because that's really true. It's actually a fact. So welcome back, Bill. Sounds amazing. Hey, just love to see you glitter always, always, anytime, any place, anywhere. Anytime, any place, anywhere. I'm just glad to see all of you guys. The OGs, Verga and Glitter. Sometimes I think, you know, Peter Bob, bro. I have missed Peter Bob a lot. I hope he's doing good. Actually, if he's still on my Patreon, I'm gonna actually try to find him on Patreon and send him a message to know how's life been going for him. I miss him, and yesterday in my stream, I just thought about this friend of mine that just was sent to the hospital, mental hospital by his wife, and he just even stopped his phone card, SIM card. He stopped paying that SIM card, and always the last couple times I contacted him on WeChat, it's always his wife replying to me saying that he's in the mental hospital right now. He's actually in a serious mental situation. And I was like, oh, okay, you are his wife. I trust you. But right now, he's being over Chinese New Year. And still, last night, like I said, after the stream, I tried to call him on WeChat, on phone, but still, there's no reply. And that means that he still hasn't gotten out of the mental hospital because, like, the phone is definitely taken away in the mental hospital. And I don't know, like, if he's in a situation where he's in a situation like where my father tried to just use that, just threaten me to send me to the mental hospital, although my father just failed horribly. But I fear that he's in that kind of situation where they just trying to put him in a mental hospital, and they just because if the family member, let's say your wife or your parents, doesn't allow you to go out, then you will not be able to go out. So I fear that because his wife hasn't been leaving a good impression on all of us. Although it's his wife, but when I asked him, like, bro, you married to her, and she's in another city, and you are in our suburb, and you live in her city, and so what about it? And he basically didn't show much emotion and love about his wife, and the thing that he cared most about is his kid. He has a kid with his wife, and I'm just scared that his wife sent him to the mental institution and just not letting him out. I really feel sorry and bad for my brother, because such a good person. If you guys miss that, when he left the hospital when I was in there, we became best friends, and he got all his snacks. He left it to me, and he pulled out of his pocket and all 100 MB. He gave it to me. So this brother is a real brother of mine. Like no matter what, anytime, anywhere, any place. He's a real brother to me. He's a real family to me, just like you guys. So I care about him a lot, and I care about you guys a lot. Sounds scary, you say. Yeah, that's scary, because I if I wasn't being my real self, my father would send me to the mental hospital once again because he's acting crazy because of alcohol abuse. And cops came in, and the ambulance came in, and it is the first time, like the ambulance just came in the neighborhoods, and I was just willingly going into the ambulance, and I was thinking I'm just going to hospital to treat my illness because I was just really suffering from temporary brain dysfunction at the time. But this time, when the cops arrived and they instantly smelled the alcohol out of my father, and they were like, your kid is normal, you are abnormal, and later the doctor arrived, and my father instantly runs to the doctor and to try to say all those crazy things that doesn't make sense in real life about me, since that I'm crazy, that he needs to send me into the mental hospital. And the doctor came in and he talking to me, and we're having conversations, and he just basically can see that I'm normal, and the person that call in the ambulance to waste the police resource and waste the medical resource is my father, and he should go to the mental hospital. That's what he said. He basically told my father straight to his face, like, my father should go to the hospital to try to quit alcohol, because he just absolutely insane with alcohol. So hopefully this new year I can just see him interacting with me less with alcohol on it, because it's just absolutely crazy that the last year of 2024 I have tolerated every moment of him being alcoholic and just showing those temper tantrums at me, and I would just there to take it because I think that really kill me inside to take that kind of abuse, just like how he kind of killed my mom inside with his abuse towards my mom. And I feel like I'm stepping into the pattern of my mom a little bit, especially last year, just tolerating whatever abuse that he threw at us. And before my mom passed away, I was just really mad. I was really in this mad zone where I feel like, Mom, you should not tolerate this bastard that tries to even use domestic violence on you while you are in cancer, about to leave this world to heaven. Like, there's this not right that you tolerate this person. You should have not stayed before this person. You should have just left this person for your own good. And as meantime for me too. But my mom was just like, there's no way. And now I seem to understand my mom a little bit, because my father is such an uncontrollable and insufferable abuser that if you just got under his abuse, you just find yourself just losing yourself more and more, and you just think that's all you can do. You just take the abuse from him, and yeah, and I think I'm just stepping into the pattern of my mom, and now I'm aware of that, and now I'm trying to change that. I don't want to fall into that trap, because they really just totally suck your soul out of your body and make you just be my father's human dumpster that he throw all those trash on. Because maybe you can back in touch with him. Meanwhile, he's in the crazy one. He's the crazy one, bro. No, I said bro again. I shouldn't say this, bro. A body glitter. No, I'm trying my best to get back with him in a friendship way. We are not good lovers, but I love him like a brother and lover, and he loves me the same way too, because he demonstrated those love in the first place, and that's where I feel safe to love someone back. It's someone to love first, and I feel that's really bad in the dating market if you want to really have a serious relationship, because men have to be the um, gender that showcase love first, I think, and I feel like it's uncomfortable for me. And yeah, but still, after this live streams, after my homie for a guy went to bed and have a nice sleep, I'm gonna still try to call him today. I'm still gonna try to call him. Like, I'm gonna see what's up. The phone hasn't been renewed. The phone card, SIM card hasn't been renewed, so can only call him on WeChat. So that's what I'm gonna do. And meanwhile, my father is a crazy one. Absolutely true, clear. Like he just, it's actually funny because my father has tried to call the police multiple times. It's not one time, and one time they almost sent me to the mental hospital. They sent me to the mental hospital, and while I was on the police SUV on the road to the mental hospital, the police background me so like this is just our standard procedure, and you know that your father is crazy. You probably should send him there once because this time he called the cops first. So I was sent in the mental hospital for a check. The police said like his daughter said that you are sane right now and you are okay right now. Then you okay, and obviously that's what happened. And we went back, and my father, just instantly, just after threatening me for so long with his alcoholic personality, like as we just went back, he started all just instantly being like a just non-crazy person again, which I find it so hard to cope. Just sometimes he just abuses so much, and after he find out that he cannot abuse you, he would also try to be not so insane to you. And yeah, it's absolutely crazy. He called the cops multiple times. Multiple times. Now he's embarrassed to call the cops right now. Like he's embarrassed because like this is just a small district, bro. Like bro, for a guy have searched out our suburb district, and we only have one street, and we live in one small community where it's only those cops, and the cops are coming again, again, and again just to see that it's my father being crazy. And my father actually knows it right now. He knows how absurd that he sees the eyes of the police. So he wouldn't call the cops again. So, you know, good on that. So I won't be sent back to the mental hospital for no reason under his threat that he's claiming. Like I said, at least there are the local docs and police know he's an alcoholic and one with real mental issues. That's right. That's right. Right. That's exactly what the cops, which have known him for a couple of times, and the doctors, which have known him for a couple of times, are aware of. So, like, what he's trying to do is so nice. I even just find it just something that the kid won't do. Is stay forcing a relationship between you two. Can I even ask that, bro? Like, stay is not forcing a relationship between between us. Stay is not. I don't think so. But it's because I have that short temporary brain dysfunction last year, and he's my legally parent. He's my legal parent. So after that incident, um, the hospital said that I need to be in close with my guardian, my parents. So that's how I was forced out of my apartment to live with him, which I don't like. I just like living with myself, and doing my own thing. I don't like living with him. It's actually something that I hate. But since that incident, that's what happened. And yeah, right now I don't think the state is forcing anything. if they are forcing anything, just they're just forcing my father to not make this dumb mistake again, to fucking call the police for no reason, to try to threaten me, to try to lock me up to the mental hospital for no reason. I think that's the only thing the state is forcing, you know. But still, I don't know. He can be just showing those temper tantrum once again today. It can happen, you know. I cannot predict it because he's just that predictable. You say, I know you two are bros for life. Yes, we are well, just best friends for life. And he's my Baba if I'm Forrest Gump. He is my JP, JD Vance if I'm Trump. He is my Kamala Harris if I'm Joe Biden. That's what he meant to me, bro. Bro, guys, Chengdu Civil Affairs Bureau, Chengdu 市民政局 handle welfare services for vulnerable individuals, including family disputes. Bro, definitely, yeah, I'm gonna search the location of this bureau, and I have never just thinking that the government can help me with anything. I would just like this. It's just a jungle society where it's all on yourself. But I have never tried to talk with those government institutions like Chengdu Civil Affairs Bureau. So after this incident, I think the first things I'm gonna work, and in my one day off, a week a day off, I'm gonna try to go to this kind of institutions to see like if there's anything they can do. But most importantly, like whatever he's doing, I just want to repair my knee, just make my knee heal. Because like without that, I cannot even live. I cannot even get food if I don't have a normal knee. I cannot even pay for food. I starve to death. And unlike these homeless people in America, in terms of the homelessness in America, I found one interesting thing. There's one Chinese person who illegally went to America, and he just never worked. And he had what he does all day is he just went to all those government welfare desk to get free foods. He went to all those government placed welfare stations for free food, and yeah, he just basically just documented his life, just getting free food in America while not working, and he got so many traction on the Chinese internet, and like all the English that he can say is that oh thank you after he got the food. So in China, I got a spoken if I don't work, I cannot be like that guy. I cannot go to a place where they offer free foods. There's no such place in China. So, mm, bro, I'm gonna go see my other channel. Like, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, my friends. One thing I really want to do is to main loss. I'm glad Trump is back. Good for you, bro. Good for you. Domestic violence and legal protection. ChatGPT legal aid centers. 对, oh, I almost speak Mandarin. Yeah, free of low cost legal assistance for victims for domestic abuse. Bro, like you know what the daughter said, because the daughter was just so surely asking my father. He said, "I know that your kids will not hit your back. I know it's you that have been hitting on him and abusing him violently with your violent abuse. So don't even think about trying to come out with that I'm a violent, insane person or stuff like that." So, doctors know. It's a good thing. The doctors know the fact. And never thought this I at this moment would still be a victim of domestic abuse, but still, you know, I gotta just deal with the situation, just like Forrest Trump. What? Why did you say Forrest Gump? Yeah, I said Forrest Trump. Can you believe it? Forrest Gump and Trump, like Trump would definitely just not give Forrest Gump the presidential treatment in the movies that Forrest received. Granted, as far as I know, China treats person-to-person disputes very lightly. Yeah, like it's another business linked to domestic violence being tolerated. Yeah, bro, that's right. Let's say a food hopper. Like I said, we do think we do that kind of charity thing here, not for it to be abused, but to those who can, of leaves them out of chronic inability to help themselves. Yes, bro. That's why I actually don't like that person too much because I feel like he's just abusing those free foods centers in America. He's abusing them. Unlike me, he doesn't have a broken knee. He just doesn't go to work, and he has a strong statement. He said he doesn't want to go to work because the employers, the Chinese employer in America, are just very exploitative, like my boss. So he's standing up against them. But as the meantime, he just using all his time to document how he got free food in America, and yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that he's doing that. I think like if you're a man, it's you have a healthy body. If a person you try to make your own money and pay for your own food instead of abusing those centers. Like I said, could always marry a rich divorced lady in your first tier city. Bro, I met one of such a lady. Personally, bro. Like with men, we don't like uh we just like ladies that are just more pure, more simple instead of a divorced lady. There's no bias in it. You can also be good, but I think those divorced first tier city ladies, they also have a high standard because they are in first tier cities. They know like if you don't come from the first tier city, they know there's a gap between you and them, and there's a huge gap. So if I'm like a womanizer, which probably I can do some of those things, but I'm not, bro. I don't have game. I have zero risk. That's the problem. I got no risk. I'm not a person that can just marry a divorced lady from first tier city. But it's a good start. It's still a good start. But you lady, you see, man. At least I can fix my needs. That's the main problem. Whatever opportunity that is presented in front of me, that I can try to take advantage of. I still have to have a moment. Imagine a divorced first year city lady, and you saw me just limping. You definitely just take that into consideration in a big way. So at least the ones are meant to be, not limping. That's definitely an important thing, bro. I'm not trying to come out with excuses because I feel like always coming out with something some reason that you cannot do something is bad, but in the meantime, still like it's still important to put into consideration the real situations that you are in. Just be pragmatic. Just don't be too emotional. And I'm a little bit thirsty. I'm gonna try to drink some water. So this one is empty right now. I'm gonna try to fill up this one, and I'm gonna go come back. later. But after I got going through this, they say, but you funny to Forrest Strong, yeah, Forrest Gump. Fucking favorite movie, favorite character. Love you, Forrest. Love everything about that movie. Each and every character. Lieutenant Dan, I love you. Forrest Mom, love you. Bob, love you. Who else? Forgot. And all those soldiers that were going on the battlefield with Forrest. Love you guys. You guys are brave heroes. Just like the granddad of Ferrari guy, just brave heroes of humanity. And the presidents too. Yeah, a lot of presidents. And yeah, power disparity in a relationship can be weird, especially when it's culturally ingrained. Because we have this kind of charity too in Germany, but first you have to show proof you are in need. Then you get like a little passport. Then you can go and get the foods. That's a very good process. Because I'm sure there are many unmarried Chinese women with unreasonable standards and demands. That's really true, bro. Like the single man ratio compared to single woman ratio is huge. And I'll be honest, last year the reason I went to a kind of brain temporary dysfunction. One factor is I hate my father so much and just keep looping on that. One reason is I keep missing my mom so much. I keep looping on that. Another reason is that I was just hooking out with a lot of ladies that I try to cope with my pain. So right now I'm just really not in this kind of crazy state, and I'm just feeling alright. I'm just feeling not crazy. But I'm just super ultra aware of my situation, and yeah, I'm just trying to fix my knee. I'm sure, but I would be hope there are many who just found themselves culturally trapped and wanted out. Yet I wish the same thing, homie. I'll get back in a couple of minutes later to try to get this water. All right. See you guys later. Have a good one. All right, I'm back. I'm back. What's good? What's good? Yes, stay hydrated. Stay hydrated, my family. Stay hydrated, but just not too much at night because probably they will make you just want to go out of bed to go to the restroom to take a piss, but you really want to stay on your bed because it's winter and you don't want to come out of bed. So be a little mild at night, but definitely drink lots of water. Stay hydrated in the daytime. Because I feel the pain of just not wanting to go out of the bed to go to the hot restroom. Just don't want to go to the toilet. Just don't want to come out of my bed. and don't want to suffer this excruciating pain injury. I'm sorry, guys. Sometimes I can just be too over the head with my frustration about my pain and in my knee, and because I feel it, and it makes me really frustrated. Views of your ceiling, yeah, bro. My ceiling is nothing. It's just nothing. So, and in terms of Chinese people's behaviors and the hatred towards Japanese Americans, I don't feel like there's something that I can just give my own perspective and do it's just all right. But it's something that I think is really an accurate one, in my personal opinion, because as a person that grew up here, hey, bro, you have seen the troll, the fucking made the troll comments last night. I highly think that's the same person that, snitch on me with false accusation. It's the same person. Their talk tone is exactly the same. So it's the same person. I think it's probably a 90% chance it's the same person. And my UK bro is working on trying to give him the justice that he did with those false accusation about me and the false reporting that leads to me just losing a lot of things. And I love the cops. I just hate that person who made false accusation, which is him, which I hope that he will pay. And the main one, I'm glad Trump is there, bro. I don't know how many Americans are glad Trump is back, but when I saw the press conference of Trump and his press secretary doing this, I should feel like, yeah, like no matter how much you hate Trump, you know like this person is actually just taking so many actions, whether it's bad actions or no actions, he's taking so many actions. So yeah, let's just leave it right here, and we all have our opinions. Donald Trump, hate him, love him, just cannot deny the fact that he's a person with massive action, and he's a person that just unique compared to other people, other presidents. To say right, well, if you are extra thirsty or are going to the restroom and excessive amount, have the doctor check on that. You don't want to get diabetes, bro. Yeah, I never saw that I would get diabetes, so I I have done some blood diagnosis recently. It's normal. I've done some blood diagnosis normal. It, right now because it's Chinese New Year festival and I'm eating in my aunt's place, so I'm eating a lot, bro. I'm eating a lot, so that means I'm getting a lot of fats. And because I don't have money for next month until I get a paycheck of next month of work, which I haven't started working yet. I think I'm gonna have a very, very not spending money lifestyle that I can just tired of work and go get a paycheck. I think my plan is that I just go to uh, cook some noodle in the morning, and I eat a lot of noodles at home because I bought some lots of noodles at home, and I just eat this. So in the noon, probably I will not feel so hungry. So I'll just take a nap for 1 hour, which will be great. And in the evening, just come back to home and cook noodles again. So that's gonna be something that I can do. I mean, for modern society, although I got no money, but still, I have bought enough food at least that can sustain me for over half months. Although you will be very boring in terms of flavor, and you probably get tired of it if you eat too much. But sometimes You got to deal with what you have to deal with, and this is what I'm gonna deal with. Just have 2 meals a day, and yeah. But also buy some hot pots oil, and I'll use it in the noodle. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. All right, guys, give me 1 second. Let me try to get a picture. Oh, finally, I remember what that word's called. It's a picture, picture, not a picture, a picture. That's it. You try to throw water out of. Finally, I remember that word. It's a hard journey. I'm in the last couple of streams. I always find it like this thing how to call it. A picture. And finally found it. I love it. It's a picture. Amazing, wonderful. Because it's understandable. If we have pain, we are all frustrated. Right, glitter. Pain is just something that frustrates us most. But I think I still just shouldn't just be frustrated with it too much when I'm just talking to my friends, because I can talk about it a little bit, but most of the time I can do it myself. That's like even as examples of me walking with my friends in the last couple of days, because that I cannot walk too much. They have to just stop walking in the lake, in the park, because of my situation. I feel bad. I feel bad because, like, when you have a pneumonia and you don't have this injury, you want to just walk more in the park, in the lake, and because of my situation, like they had to stop, and I feel sorry about that. And I still feel frustrated about it. So I actually sometimes I've been so just consumed in my mind about my knee situation, and yeah, most of the time I have to do it myself. I love you guys, so I love you guys, just like the bad dad said. I love all my homies that's out there that I haven't contacted. You guys are just bros for life. Last time I used the word bro. Trying to get some water. You're gonna see my ceiling really fast because I'm just using this cup to fill in some water. Oh man, it's good to have some water. It's good to have some water. Guys, stay hydrated. Oops, oops, oops. Stay hydrated. I think we're good right now. Today I'm changing the angle a bit because in this angle, I can stretch my knee. I can stretch my leg. So I don't feel, I can feel less painful, but still painful. Man, one day at a time, one day at a time. Since we'll get better, and I'm gonna try to learn more. I'm gonna try to work harder, and I'm also gonna try to laugh more and have fun more with my friends, with my family, with you guys, one day at a time. And that's what I'm gonna continue to live as my life principle. Right, guys said we out here in our countries really have to take that kind of abuse seriously and create laws to do with repression within our jurisdictions. Yes, bro. Like one crazy thing is that, like, I heard in America, 80% or 90% of the police call is from a couple that they are having a fight on with domestic violence, 89%, and it's crazy, and this is what I have witnessed. My mom went through, But right now, I'm also feel like a lame person because of my knee, Because if I'm normally like whenever I'm in this situation, I can fight to protect the person I love. But right now, I'm just tough situation with my knee. Because by the way, you still didn't tell your real name, Bill. Hey, Glitter, I got banned on Reynolds. I got banned on Reynolds. Fucking Reynolds. It's insane, bro. Like, I got banned on it. But there's a lot of interesting content on it. There's a lot of imitators. It's imitating a lot of very iconic person, and I just heard a click noise from my light because my room's light is off recently, so I'm gonna fix it when I get my next paycheck after my next month's work. But before that, it will just stay dark and it will just stay like this. Got banned on the Reynolds. Reynolds is a Chinese platform, and it's like there. I haven't been on Reynolds for a long time. Glitter. Probably I'm just same experience as you on the Reynolds, and yeah, because I was just still just being myself, and there's just a lot of very really bizarre rules on the Reynolds. Probably because I sort of touch on politics a little bit. I think that's the main reason. That's why they ban me. I actually just said like don't talk about politics. Don't do it. And they just gave me instant pop up window saying that your behavior is not rightful to the stipulation of Reynolds, and I got banned on it. Very unfortunate. So like I said, whether it's entirely inside or originally within our locals, excess consumption of carbohydrates and sugars for years and years can eventually take its toll. Starting to restrict carb as your age can help, depending on genetics, bro. Like, good advice. Absolutely love it. Mm, you want to get the money, well, I got to hustle. Like good that story, that boss demanding of every second of my personal life, but I still have to do the work quite industrially. Try my best because I don't think my leg is gonna repair it by itself with time because it's just been so long and I still just feel like it's getting worse. Probably it's worse than 1 month ago right now. That's it. Okay, I taught you, Mr. Ceiling. Ceiling. Yes, it's fun to have fun with friends. Oh, Ginger wants food and back soon. Yo, Clear, go get some food. Don't be ever hungry. Chengdu Human Resource and the Social Security Bureau offers a variety of vocational skills training programs covering different fields and aiming to improve workers' employability. Yeah, bro, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. So, when I have the paycheck and I have a little bit of money saved up, I'm gonna go to the bureau to see like how can I um, be collaborative with their job. Qinbaicheng District People's Government portal. Check the public announcement column to obtain the latest training and recruitment information, bro. Thank you so much for being so delicate, for so subtle in your research. Thank you so much. I would actually go to there and see if there's anything they can do about me. But actually, it's hard because right now I haven't got my in Mandarin term disability certificate. That thing you have to get it from some government bureau with your diagnosis. So I haven't tried to got it at the moment, but I probably should have tried to got it with my situation, so they can help me a little bit because my friend there with schizophrenia, he told me that he get like 300 RMB, 400 RMB government subsidies a month, and me, I have this knee injury that stops me from finding work that try to stay alive, stay afloat of being starving. I think I'm gonna need to try to apply for the disability certificates. But most, what I like the most, what I wish the most is that I can just recover this knee and this knee just be great and I can walk again. I would just give up my life for a healthy knee for 20 years. If I'm gonna live to 50 years old, let's say, I'm gonna just give 10 years of my life away to recover, to in exchange for this need to be recovered. Lonely road, take me home to the place we were wrong. Where'd you go now? It's been a ghost town. I'm still here all alone. If you can salvage my soul, would you sacrifice this life not to be alone? Even Paris ain't home. So, you know, I used to not really care about the fact that I could play songs on my strings. But right now, with my goal to be consistent, I'm gonna try to really implement the fact that I don't play songs. So, when I think about music, probably I just use my earpods to listen. In the meantime, I hope you guys are also enjoying yourself with some music you like. If you're chilling. You see, I'm surprised. I'm not banned on the radio because I told some Chinese man to fuck off. Good job, Glitter. Definitely tell those people to fuck off. And they won't ban you on your just daily posts, stuff like that, if it's not too crazy. And you're just doing yourself the thing that you're supposed to do. Like you are just telling some Chinese man to fuck off, which is absolutely right. I think I did get banned because I post my knee injury on it to try to seek help on if there's more people who suffer from the same illness and if they can offer any advice on it. And yeah, I also later uploaded some videos about me sharing my free thoughts, and I think that's the one that got the Reynolds really angry, so they banned me. You know, but still, I'm gonna still checking the Reynolds quite often. There's a lot of good posts, a lot of good posts. I like it. It's practical, it's authentic, unlike what we can watch on TV, which is fake. Alright, guys, I'm gonna drink some water right now. Still, I finished this much. Right now, I'm gonna drink all of it right now. So, give me 1 second. And as I'm drinking it, I just hope that anyone who has watched this stream later can help me with my knee situation by supporting me with the links in the description. I would appreciate you guys so much. You guys are my savior if you do that. So Ferrari guy said one thing that's really interesting, and I'm gonna tell you guys why. Oops. This one on my second channel just load off. Like I said, my internet went out for a minute. For surgical treatment of chondromalacia near Chimichang district, the West China Hospital Sichuan University in Chengdu is the leading medical institution renowned for its department of ortho surgery, bro. Great, I know that hospital, in those kind of hospitals, because the Chinese medical resource is very imbalanced. One hospital is just very good, and other are just subpar and average. Like when you want to go to this kind of hospitals, there's people that's just staying out of the hospital doors at 4 a.m. to try to get a you know appointment with the doctor. So that definitely I would think this one what I have to do go is I have to do my best if I got the money to go to this for the surgery. But at the meantime, I still have to prepare for a battle because like there's literally people that just stays stays up and they just get in the morning and they got an appointment and they sell those appointments to other people who need it. It's like how competitive the good hospital has its patients has become. It just become competitive. Like just good doctors in here, but too many patients coming from all of Sichuan province because this is the best hospital. So it's really hard for you to find an appointment, and you sometimes there's those people that sell you their appointments for how many certain amount of money, like stuff like that. But I definitely want to just, but I cannot sell my apartment for that much of a big loss. But I definitely want to do everything I can to go to that hospital to get my knee surgery, to get my knee fixed, and that way I can just work without a broken knee with the rest of my life at this stage. I don't want that. Okay, yike, bro. What's this yike expression for? Like is that ouch? Is that like that? Yike. You know, bro, you have been teaching me a lot of knowledge on English and all the story. Bro, I don't think you should sell your apartment either, but I could be a very long time before its value changes or grows. Yeah, bro. Like even if it just goes back to the original price, I would just immediately sell it because of how terrible my situation is and how I need to get things fixed. Sell the apartment, I think with the original price, but not just sell it at this point where I just lost half of the value, half of the money that I put in the apartment with the market price right now. Jax is an expression of horrified surprise, bro. You're surprised at the fact that people cannot get an appointment with the doctors? Yeah, yikes, bro. It's how it is in China. It's just how it is in China. Good hospital, just stacked with patients, and doctor wants to work as fast as possible to deal with every patient because they know that there are many that's waiting outside, and they are the best. And I need surgery. I actually really need a surgery right now. But the terrible thing is that this kind of surgery just costs a lot. Just costs a lot. So I actually have seen one American movie where it's one athlete in high school that tried to compete for the championship, and he did his best. And unfortunately, he broke his knee, and later he just because he's broken knee, he had a very terrible life. And but in the meantime, he has a family, and one day he just went to a dream, and he dreamed about he went back to that place again, and he had to choose between just going there and broken knees again, or choose the girl, the woman, the wife that he loves. So he chose the second, and he later just wake up and found out it's a dream, and it's just him and his wife, that lady, and his broken knee. But people in his neighborhoods and all came to him to help him. So it's a beautiful story, you know. But a broken knee can be a lot of harm. Yes, I hope that if you were to sell the apartment, it wouldn't be a major life change moving to somewhere that's new life within new with new opportunity. I hope that if you were to sell the apartment, you would be to make a major life. Bro, this is what I think too. If I were to sell the apartment, I just wish it can be major life change, move to somewhere it's new life with new opportunities. This was, you know, probably I sell the apartment to go to the first tier city, and I find a divorced lady first tier city like that, you know, and I'm able to pay rent. So she doesn't think I'm the deadbeat on the street that cannot pay rent, and she was thinking I'm okay, and there will be just a major move. There will be this major life change. Moving to somewhere that's new life, it's new opportunities. But like there was a joke, you know. I definitely wouldn't want to think about that, you know. I gotta rely on myself, you know. But bro, since you have come up with that thing, I also think it's a little bit funny if I really put myself in that situation, you know, just funny, you know. Trying to find a divorced lady from first tier city, uh, for 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 connection, you know, it's kind of funny for me. Good says, don't sell the apartment. There must be other way to get the money for the hospitals. Yes, bro. Like selling the apartment would be so dumb right now. So stupid. I know, bro. When it comes to housing, you know that the market in China is trash. Yeah, absolutely right. The housing market in China is so trash. So like if this apartment price continue to fall, like you just an absolute destroy of all my mom's and my father's hard work because they bought me this apartment when I was 19 years old in my name because otherwise they'll tax it too much because they have two apartments. So if the market continues to crash down, it's really just an absolute robbery in my mind. It's an absolute robbery. It's brutal. Okay, so you also need to find out if surgery is even recommended or can help. It's always a last resort. Hopefully, your hukou gives you some privilege of buying insurance to help with cost, bro. Yes, I did buy the insurance. You know, pay 900 RMB to buy the medical insurance for 1 year. But the thing like with this Chinese insurance is that most things are not covered in the insurance when it comes to actually dealing with uh very terrible illness. You know, most items, most medicines, most equipments are not covered in the insurance. So you'd be sky high, but they're not covered in surgery. Definitely, I feel like I'm at that point, bro. I'm at that point because my legs situation, like it's it's going bad. You know, it's getting worse. So I know it if I just go do an MRI again, which I cannot do recently. You know, don't have that money, and they would just give me the surgery recommendation because that's how it happens. You know, that's how it went. Because if you don't fix this, you'll just get worse. And I'm just feeling that my situation is get worse. Because it's I will send some money, but I can PayPal. It's not working right. Okay, thank you, Glitter. Thank you, Glitter, for your love. Thank you. It's alright. You know, it's alright. It's okay. I love you. You know, I just love the heart that you would want to help me with um, financial aid. Thank you so much. Like I said, you can be a cat man doing the chores around the house and cooking her dinner every night. Could be worse. Not a bad life, bro. Like, yeah, yeah, definitely, bro. Like, definitely. You know, I just wish, but like the situation is that they're probably just more likely way older than me. You know, and I just feel like if I just stay with them, I will be mentally very exhausted. But as you said, you're right. I just doing the chores around the house. Just you guys imagine me, the China girl from 19 years old to right now, just be a young skinny man, and to this point, and to a point where I just be a cat man, doing the chores around the house and cooking a first tier city divorced women dinner every night. Could be worse, you know. But like imagine I just changed from that passionate, young, skinny, good looking dude into this, you know. I think that's funny, you know. I'm just taking a major L in life. But it can be worse. It definitely can be worse. Like what you describe is actually can be a good solution because the barrier between the first tier city, the gap between the first tier city and the second tier city is just fun astronomical. It's huge in Trump's terms. And bro, like, but the first thing that I gotta do is I got to mooch your first Thursday first, and I cannot do it right now with my knee, with my money problem. But if I mooch your first Thursday, I think I'm gonna be so delighted, just like I want mooch America, just like just see all those new developed scenes because you know China they have like these big buildings and stuff and great infrastructure. And when I was in Los Angeles, when I go to downtown LA, I was just so happy to see all those cool buildings. And I never went to any place outside of my city and the city nearby of China, you know. So, you know, go to a first city is actually a very promising thing in my view. Just in Chengdu, individual with local hukou house registration are typically enrolled in the urban employee basic medical insurance or the urban rural resident. Bro, yeah, I have that second thing, the urban rural resident insurance. That's what I have. Basic medical insurance, depending on their employment status, their public insurance programs generally cover a range of medical treatments, including surgeries deemed medically necessary, such as those for chondromalacia. Public insurance, both UMBI and URBMI, are designed to cover essential medical treatments if chondromalacia surgery is considered medically necessary by a certified healthcare provider is likely to cover under the plan, bro. I hope that's the case. I really hope it's the case, bro. I hope it's covered. I hope that there will not be a lot of uncovered items in the equation, because like one go user like this, the doctor suggested like this is one thing that's not covered in the insurance. That I recommended that you can do in the hospital. They recommend me to do a PRP injection into my knee, and he said that it's not covered and it costs like 3,000 RMB for one injection, and I just search it on the Reynolds. I don't think it's a good decision, you know. But who knows? Maybe if I did that, you can get better. So yeah, like the main problem is the uncovered items is a lot in a treatment for an essentially critical illness situation. Well, actually, met a women that is like very looking young, bro. Like you said, like a first city of a hotel owner, a woman, and when I first met her, she was like very good looking, you know, with her makeup on. And I saw she was like probably like 20 something years old. And later we were chatting and she told me that she's 40 years old and she got a kid in private school and she owned a hotel. And I was like, yo, you're fucking a rich lady in first year city. And she was like, nah, but I don't believe in man anymore. I'm divorced from a man, so I'll never believe in man anymore and never try to find a man. So actually, it's my only interaction with a rich first tier city lady, and she says she doesn't believe in men, but who knows? Who knows? Probably if our guy foreign guy shows up, she believes in men once again because of how good my homie is. It is like you be covered under these plans, bro. I hope so. I hope so. Oh, but we're gonna talk about like how my insurance and this things goes. I've seen probably later in this year. Hopefully, I can before my surgery, I can keep working and keep saving us some money. That I have the money to go to the downtown city of Chengdu and go to those hospitals and try to find a way to go into the hospitals and do a surgery, you know, and try my. Hopefully, you will be covered within the insurance. Because she's not wrong. Don't believe in man, believe in love. That's the same, yeah. You know, it's not about gender. It's about love. I like that. You know, because I'm right now. I said I don't believe in women. Let's say, is that a good right thing to say? Probably not. But like the right thing to say is believe in love. Like you know, don't say you don't believe in men or you don't believe in women. If you are hurt, if you have ever been heartbroken, divorced, let's say just let's believe in love because there's a lot of love in the world and just believe in those things and yeah, I feel like it's a better expression and they will be better. All right, guys. Well, let me check out the time. It's 5:23 p.m. and right now I'm gonna go back to the second channel of mine where I see it seem to be doing alright. Let me check it. So, guys, well, Masan, yeah, my father is trying to, yeah, tell me like how long I'll be streaming. I said very soon, you know. So, guys, I'm just gonna try to end this stream very fast. And before I do that, I still have something to say though. Probably 10 minutes before we wrap up. 10 minutes before we wrap up. ChatGPT says some other things about finding professional advice on courage, etc. Bro, yeah, I'm gonna go see it after the during UG is over, and when those bureau and institutions are open again. I'll just try to ask them like what they can do about my situation. I'm disabled right now, and I need, if there's any help that's providing for disabled people, like I can really use that. 说你好，哥们儿，finally see a person speaking Mandarin。说你好，哥们儿，祝你新年万事如意，更上一层楼，高升，更快乐。所以对这个说年哥们儿，我直播的时候，大部分时间如果有英语的那个评论，我就说英语；有中文的评论，我就说中文。所以看见你这个中文评论，我是很开心的。All right. I love you. I love you. You got a cute avatar. Bro, like Jesus person, Novarian, she got a cute avatar. Like it's a goat, it's a cute goat. I love it. Good said. That's fine. I should get ready for work too. That's great, Glitter. Get ready for work and try to kill it in work and try to have fun at work. Try to enjoy your work. Okay, guys. And before I wrap up, let me just think about like the hatred on America, which I have not explained in this. The hatred for America is something that's just like a national stand, like because the government is against America, so people are just against America. People against and the government just merging into the same thing, and this is how it is in China. Like I just put it in a simple way, because I don't want to please come to me again, but like personally, I don't hate America. Personally, I don't. So there's probably something in America that we all don't like, but I would say I love America. It's like America transformed my life, because before I went to America, I was a regular Chinese guy and I don't know much about the world, and I wouldn't have the opportunity to connect with you guys. But since I did that thing, and I'm able to learn more about the culture, and I even think about being the ambassador of China to America by this public office position, and they won't allow people like me to do that job. But I think I would do a good job on that. I really want to do this. If I can do that, it would be awesome. I would want to represent China, and I want to communicate with America in a polite way that is awesome, instead of just confronting and hostile like this. Personal view, personal aspiration. But I wonder how much relationship matters in getting privilege versus what's actually really in law. In law, how much depends on under the table money, and how much depends on just talking to the right people, bro. I've actually wondered that too. I'm really confused about that. My father, I think he knows a lot about that, but he doesn't behave in a way that he thinks my new situation is gonna just torture me for the rest of my life. So he hasn't consulted on those government agencies, and yeah, we're all in a tough situation, right now, because he threw a temper tantrum at his boss when he was being alcoholic, and he's been an important person that's just talking shit to a boss in the work group chat. He got fired and now he's now retiring. So he needs to pay 1,500 RMB a month for I don't know what's that called. Is it 301k, 401k, or 501k just for the insurance pension money? He needs to pay for that every month because he's not unemployed right now, and he also personally spends 3,000 around drinking and food and cigarettes, and he just almost spending like 4,500k each month, and until his retirement, which will last for 1 year and 3 months, so he's gonna spend that much money. And me, I got a broken knee. I can't find most jobs, and I need to do whatever jobs that hires me, even if it's jobs that I personally just absolutely don't agree with and don't like. A sales job in TikTok unit. What the fuck is that? It's actually something that I don't like. I don't want to do that, but gotta do what gotta do. Got a broken knee. Gotta just adapt to whatever I have to face in order to survive. Don't understand. Everything is relationship. I think sometime. Oh, Navarin, bro. I was talking to you Mandarin. I saw you were a Mandarin speaking homie or stuff like that. Yeah. Good to see you, bro. Anyway, good to see you. Although you speak English, although I saw there's finally some Mandarin speaking friend that pops up. I was like, yo, this is cool. Got a cute goat's avatar profile picture. That's awesome. I'd like to just know you more. And it's awesome too. It's awesome if you are not, man, you pain is fucking severe. And right now I'm on this antidepressant. I don't know, like people and doctors say like this antidepressant is really strong and it gives a lot of side effects. And I definitely feel that. That make me more want to feel drowsy and want to go to sleep. Definitely. And definitely make me sleep longer hours. That's how I feel about just being so far. But you know what they say about antidepressant? You can take it for at least like half a month for it to kick in. So far I haven't feel it, but I feel like this is one thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to take it for some time, for a week, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, to see if it can kick in me. If it can, then I would just not use this antidepressants because it doesn't help me and it gives me side effects of wanting to go to the sleep and just feeling very drowsy all the time. Not good. And also, like right now, let's talk about some American politics. One thing is funny is that you guys, if you watching American politics, and sometimes you watch their random news, and I just finished watching a news press conference of their press secretary that Trump's nominated, and what she does in the campaign is just um, releasing press about how bad Joe Biden is, but when she came into the work, she seemed to be very practical, just saying a lot of things that Trump has done in this timing. But in the meantime, he's also still talking shit about Joe Biden so much in her press conference, and then made people, I think, just don't want to hear her. Probably just let it go. You are in the position right now, not Joe Biden. So why are you talking so much hate about him? Do your job. Do your job. Be a press secretary instead of just talking about a retired president who is just so old and so senile and so sleepy all the time. Sleepy Joe. Just let him go. Do your job. I don't know if you guys do the same thing. But at some point you should get off. The antidepressants is not good for you. Peter, I don't know for real. I don't know if this thing is good for me because I have taken that before. I've taken one, but there's many categories of antidepressants. So I just haven't experimented them enough. So probably one kind of pill, like Farraga actually just sent me so many kinds of antidepressants. Probably just one that really suits me, but the ones that I'm taking right now, it does have a lot of side effects, which is a bad thing. And doctors suggested that when I feel better, just quit this antidepressant and get on someone with less side effects. Like I said, I'm just afraid with professional medical supervision, antidepressants might be the wrong ones or have interactions that you should be able to report so they can be changed, etc. And antidepressants usually should have year one, year round. 1 year? Wow, that's very long. So I've been advised. They don't work well being taken on and off, bro. I know, that's why I have taken two of them today. I used to just do it a lot, but I didn't find the one that suits me. And right now I change into different one. I hope this one can suit me. This is just my experiment. This is my experiment lab. Don't know if it works, but at this juncture in my life, I gotta try to experiment what can get me to feel more hope towards life. No, say I can understand to HSK3, but my grammar is bad. I did one semester at 对外经贸. SRI have a strong side effects and there are many brands. Yes, strong set of side effects, very strong. Like I said, they definitely do have some side effects. In China, prescription for SSRIs are heavier dose than the usually one, over 20 milligram. Yeah, bro. Like I'm taking this one for 2 pills a day. That's my current dose, and well, my hair is crazy. Man, my hair is crazy. Um, I don't know, like if in a couple of years later I'm gonna lose all my hair and be as bald as Joe Rogan. I really don't know because right now I'm just really losing my hair, and the reason I'm losing my hair definitely is because of the depression that I have been fighting. All right, probably time to wrap up this stream. I'm gonna wrap up, and before I wrap up, I wish a good scene for each and every one of you. My homie, my brother, Farraga, bro, go get some nice sleep. And our friend with a cute gold avatar, bro, you go have a great day. And Glitter, go have a great day. I hope you in your work just smoothly and without any issues, and you just clock off and yeah, just enjoy your day off. And with that being said, guys, I'll see you guys later. Try to fall asleep. Try to enjoy your day. Try to do everything that makes you try to laugh, relax, everything, and avoid bad things like just being too crazy to break your knee. And I'll see you guys later. And before I wrap up, guys, if you want to support this channel and support me to heal my knee, you can donate with PayPal, Patreon, and Bitcoin links in the description. And on that note, I love you guys so much. Take it easy. I love you. Peace out. Easy.